Just one player? Candace, Asia, Sabrina. I just seen Candace on the court, and I saw her last night. I've known Asia since I was in high school, and I picked somebody on the East Coast, so I picked Sabrina. Shout out to all my fans in Brazil. Truly appreciate all you guys. Earliest memory, probably being in the car with my parents, my mom or my dad, listening to Biggie or Jay-Z. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper and is the best rapper of all time. So probably listening to him would be my earliest memory. Probably J. Cole. Just always follow your dreams. Put all your eggs in one basket. Focus on one thing and never give up on that goal.
What has Horford meant to you? JT. Say Chris Rock, say Will Smith.
No comment.
What has Horford meant to you as a veteran, as a leader?
Huh? Expectations? Finish off strong. This is the final stretch going into the playoffs, and we're trying to win a championship, so we know what we're trying to accomplish. So just take it one game at a time. Who do I have winning the dunk contest? This kid named Murphy. I think last name Murphy. I think so. Plays for the Pelicans. Yeah, it's been a long time since I lost to the Pelicans, but I know the kid can jump. So I think I'm going to go with him.
You went to the finals last year, Golden State being the underdog. Experience. Talk to me about the experience, how it affect that series, and what do you guys think you can do this year?
Yeah, just learn from it, right? That was a championship team. We give them the credit. They won fair and square. They beat us. They were the better team at the time, but it's a lot we take from it and learn from it, and that we've applied to this season.
Jason, has this team gotten better?
Have we gotten better from last year? Yeah, a lot better. What up? Yo, did you win MVP last night? If I was a captain? I got to pick JB. I got to pick JB. Yes, sir.
You're in the best position, the best record. Does it add pressure for the playoffs?
No pressure. We feel like we've been, if not the best, one of the best teams all season. And, the goal has always been the same, win a championship, right? So, just do the right things, don't skip any steps. Take it one day at a time. Like hip hop?
No, like costume mixtapes.
Like Baller's Life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you remember anyone that inspired you?
Watching Seventh Woods, I remember when his mixtape came out, we was in 9th grade. And we were in the same class, so he had the first, special mixtape, that I really, really remember.
What has Horford meant to you as a leader, better in your career? And give a shout out to all the Dominican fans.
Shout out to all the Dominican fans.
You have a huge fan base in there.
I appreciate all you guys. And Al has been very important to my career, from my first 2 years and then these last 2 years. Somebody that I have a great deal of respect for and that has really helped me in my process of being a professional and somebody I learned a lot from.
Jason, what would you say is the sweet spot around the arc?
Sweet spot? I like the left wing. Getting my side step, between legs, all that stuff.
And do you have a guilty pleasure song?
Guilty pleasure song? Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to tell you.
Basketball, do you feel that the league overplays that cuts back on the number of load management games that are being taken down?
I mean, that's a touchy subject, I guess, because there's a lot that goes into that scheduling. Obviously, you play less games, you probably make less money, but you want the players to be as healthy as possible so you get the best product on the court. So I'm not sure.
Be candidates, you and Nicole are playing by far the most games. Should that be a factor? Should that even eliminate guys who don't play as regularly as the two of you have?
Should it be a factor? Yeah. I think the best ability is availability, right? The guys that, can play, be out there the most, and help their team contribute to winning the most. And I think that is an underrated skill or part of what we do. So yeah, that should play a part.
Jayson, you said something. Jayson, you said something about Beckler or Kyrie.
It's going to be scary. Two of the best scorers in the game on one team and at the backcourt position. So it's going to be tough. We already played Dallas twice, so we unless we see them in the championship, ain't going to see it till next year.
Jayson, basketball is a religion in the Philippines, and given a chance that you are playing in your national team in the upcoming World Cup, will you play in front of millions of Filipino fans? And shout out to your Filipino fans.
Yeah, shout out to all the Filipino fans. And I have not made a decision if I'm playing on the World Cup or not, so we have to see.
Jason, what's the thing about LeBron that you have to experience in competition that you wouldn't understand otherwise?
I mean, he's as good as advertised. He's been playing the game for a long time, right? He has a great IQ. He knows everything that's going on both ends of the floor. All the stories about him knowing other teams' plays and shit like that is true. So LeBron is as good as you think he is, for sure. Huh? Anybody that don't got kids, Bam, JB, Donovan, Tyrese, anybody that don't got kids is out of the question. Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne. Somebody already asked me that, and I didn't answer. It's just for me.
If you could play against any player from any other era, who would it be?
If I could play against somebody,
From any other era.
it'd be Kobe.
Jason, what's something that you learned as a kid that you still use today? So when I think about it, I was like, my parents taught me to look both ways. Like, what's something that you learned like super early you still use today?
As cliche as it sounds, manners, right? Always saying please and thank you. Whether you're talking to the owner of the team or you're talking to the janitor at the facility, just always being respectful. The European GOAT of basketball? Dirk Nowitzki.
Jason, what do you expect from the three-point contest tonight?
I expect me to win, flat out. I came here, played no games. I came here to win.
Michael Jordan's birthday. You can pick one thing from Jalen game. What would it be? I'm going to ask the same to him right now and then come back to you.
If I could pick one thing, his athleticism. If I could jump as high as he could, right? The way he explodes through traffic, finishes at the rim. That's some God-given ability. I mean, he works hard for sure, but not a lot of people can do that. Yeah, I think just guys, right? Guys are coming into the league taller and taller, but with the ability to shoot, with the ability to handle the ball, with the ability to come off pick and rolls. So you might start seeing those bigger lineups, right? Like Cleveland, Evan Mobley can catch the ball off the rim and go all the way down the court. Jared Allen is mobile, probably doesn't handle the ball as well, but he's as mobile as they come as a big man. And even guys like Bam, right? Bam is 6'10", whatever. But he brings the ball up the floor all the time. So, kids are getting taller. The skill development is through the roof. So I think that's something we'll continue to see. Am I going to try to stay? I don't know. I ain't even thought about that. You know, he just turned 5, so we got a long way to go.
Do you have a favorite? Name's been in the MVP conversation all season long. Ultimately voted by us. But as players, when you guys talk about who are the best in the game, or your perspective, what do you think the things that should matter?
You know, winning, like numbers, moments, availability, you know, just how valuable you are to your team, right? I think that's probably what most people think of, and you know, to some degree. But you know, for me, I think those would be the main points of what I would look at for, you know, who's the most valuable player.
Wouldn't it be difficult? Like KD's missing like 7 or 8 guys.
Yeah, I mean, guys are having incredible seasons. The amount of guys that are averaging 30 and having career numbers and on contending teams, you know, it makes it pretty tough.
Jayson, let me ask you about LeBron James, Jayson. Is there any special meaning behind it?
Any special meaning? A little bit. I wore 22 throughout middle school and high school, and when I got to the NBA, when I got to Duke, Jay Williams wore 22, and it was retired. And I asked him if I could wear it for one season, and he said no. He later. We were really close, and we talked about it, and he mentioned how bad he felt, and he wished that he would have let me wear it. But I didn't hold any grudges, and at the time, you know, Gilbert Arenas was one of my favorite players growing up, and I kind of knew I was only going to be at Duke for 1 year, so I wanted to try something different, and you know, I picked Agent Zero, and it just kind of stuck with me. Both. I practice a little bit, but you know, I plan to win tonight.
Jayson, can I ask you about LeBron James said about 3 months ago or so that he'd like to own a team and have it in Las Vegas. You mentioned that for the invitation. He'd like to be the first and the team in Vegas. What are your thoughts on that?
If anybody can do it, it would be him. And I think you see the way, you know, the Las Vegas Aces, the Raiders, the Knights, the way that they, those fan bases and how well they've done in Vegas. You know, it's probably not too long before we see an NBA team in Vegas.
Jayson, it feels like there's like a resurgence in like pass first, facilitating point guards. Like one time it was like Derrick Rose, Russ. Like, why do you feel like it's kind of been that switch there?
I think, you know, guys just have the ability to do both. You know, guys like Luka can, you know, get 30 and 10 and Steph and Ja, and Tyrese. You know, guys are just, you know, the skill level of guys these days. Not to discredit, you know, the older generation, but you know, game is evolving. Guys are just getting better. It's been a tough situation for everybody involved, and it's somebody that, you know, I've talked to throughout the season, to just periodically just reaching out, because without, you know, whatever happened, and that's, you know, doesn't have anything to do with me, but you know, I can't take away the relationship that me and him had and the impact that he had on me in that one season. You know, I love Coach K, I love Brad, I love Joe. I love all those guys, but, you know, just a different kind of relationship I had with Ime, and, you know, probably like my most favorite coach I've had. And that's not a knock on anybody. I got a great relationship with Joe. You know, I love everything he's doing. I'm extremely happy for him. Brad, you know, kind of helped me navigate the NBA. You know, I was 19, and, you know, he kind of helped watch me grow and put me in the right spots. So I have a different perspective and respect for each coach I've had, you know, just different times in my life. Nothing crazy, just checking in, you know, telling him he's been watching me play and keep up with the good work, things like that. Yeah, I've always known how talented he was. We're in the same class. So when he was on Chicago and things like that, and maybe just a different change of scenery, helps guys and different opportunities. You get to flourish a little bit more.
Jayson, your all-time dunk contest, who are you choosing? Who do you want to watch? What players?
Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Zach LaVine, and Dominique Wilkins.
College AG came by Celtics facility a couple weeks ago. What was that experience like?
It was cool, seeing those legends come back and, kind of in a house that they helped build and the legacy that they've built, there. And, it's always cool seeing those guys come back because, I remember watching those guys play and to kind of have a relationship with them. That was a cool moment. Say what? Did I ever get mad and I didn't get picked first? Nah. To be honest, I was always good. In my most humble way I could say that. I was always taller than everybody. I was always a little bit more advanced. So, I always kind of got picked first. Start my phone, cut my laptop, bench my video game. NBA 2K. Huh? Favorite road city? City or arena? LA. I'm extremely grateful to be here. This is a opportunity and experience of a lifetime, right, that I never want to get used to, never want to take for granted. I love being here. I love being around these guys, bringing my son around. It's always cool. Drip. Me. Shay. I mean, the third spot is tough. You got young guys, right? Like younger guys like Book, but older guys like Kevin Love, Chris Paul. A little bit more mature, but that third spot could be anybody. Top 3 Nelly songs. St. Louis, Country Grammar, and Dilemma. That's a classic. Everybody know Dilemma. Trash talking? I don't Smart, maybe. Draymond, I guess.
Speaking with the World Cup in the Philippines, is that something that you think about and would like to be involved in?
The World Cup? I answered this question earlier. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to play this coming up summer. Hopefully I'm fresh off winning a championship, just trying to enjoy my summer.
Jayson, do you know Jeremy Stockton from San Antonio?
Say what? No, I got a lot of respect for Luka and all the top players around the league, right? And you look forward to those matchups, those moments, those big games throughout the regular season just to compete against the best.
Memorable bucket of all time.
Bucket?
Memorable bucket.
When I dunked on LeBron.
Jayson, with the draft happening right before the game, I know they're going to pick the reserves first than the starters. But are you guys going to heckle or poke fun or have fun with whoever goes last?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to look. It's the first time, so I'm curious and excited to see the process. But, you know, somebody's going to have to get picked last. But at the end of the day, you're still an all-star, so, you know, just have a little fun with it. Jaylen Brown, the last guy. I mean, for one, he don't have no kids. So, yeah. Yeah, he is, but I wouldn't let JB watch Deuce. I think so. 5-game series in the first round. Playoffs are long, right? 4 to 7 game series that's a lot. So if I had to vote, yeah, I would go back to 5 for the first round. Duke. I fill out the Duke side first. Duke all the way to the championship, and then I go back and look at the matchups. But you know, I'm a Blue Devil for life.
Jayson, and the GOAT, who's the GOAT for you?
Best basketball player ever? It's close. I don't know, man. There's 3, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe, I think are the 3 best basketball players ever, right? And, you know, whatever order you want to put them in, I'm fine with that. But, you know, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe, I think are, you know, a little bit better than everybody else. Who? Oh, my man that shoots free throws. I like him. He long arms, very versatile, strong, you know, active. You know, when I played against him in San Antonio like last month, you know, I walked away from the game like, he's gonna be really good for a long time. Besides myself, nah. I gotta get one first before I say anybody else. If I wasn't a basketball player, I'd be a model. The guys on my team, JB, Smart, Rob, Al, D. White, Brogdon, Grant, Peyton, all those guys. Oh, shit. JV, 8-minute quarters. I could get 65, 70.
Jayson, what do you think about Joe dropping the title and becoming the full-time?
I'm happy for him. Much deserved. You know, extremely great guy. You know, forget about being a good coach. He's a great guy, great person. And I think that really matters.
At this point of the season, how's it going?
We got the best record, right? I mean, he got some good players on his team, but, you know, it's we like in a relationship. He helped us and we help him, and we all in this together.
Final 3 questions.
Which Celtic teammate did you learn leadership lessons from?
Probably Al Horford. Just how professional he is, right? At 36 or 37, you know, just how he's still playing a valuable part on the best team in the league. And that comes from his maturity, the way he approaches every day. He has a routine. And, you know, being my first year in the league, that's somebody that helped me out a lot and kind of helped me, you know, realize that, you know, I need a routine for my own. So Al has been very instrumental in, you know, my success as a player.
Gary
So how much is Joe getting part of the job kind of lift the cloud on the game, but under the team, you guys can kind of move forward knowing what's going to happen now, what it's done?
I think it's great, right? I'm happy for him. To be honest, I don't know, like, that wasn't something that we necessarily talked about in the locker room or, you know, was concerned about, right? You know, he and the team, we do a great job of just focusing on the task at hand each given night. But much deserving, extremely happy for him. And, you know, nothing's going to change. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. Say that again? Man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Finally get to wear the Tatum JT1s. Been a long time coming. But, you know, this is probably going to be the most special All-Star for me. Just knowing I got that to look forward to tomorrow. And, you know, can't wait for you guys to see it.
Final question to Tim Bontemps.
Is there a player that
You've talked a bunch this year about how you adjusted your mindset, kind of your diet, all sorts of stuff to prepare to play for deeper in the playoffs and have more success. What are some of the things you specifically done to try to put yourself in a position to, you know, make the kind of playoff run you're hoping to this year?
Yeah, diet was at the top of that list. And even focus even more on my routine, right? You know, I was, you know, very durable last year, and throughout my course of my career, you know, I hate to miss games. I always like to play. But, you know, it's a lot of talk about how many minutes I play and things like that. But, you know, I feel like the changes that we made this offseason and even throughout this season, right, lifting more, all those type of things is preparing me to play heavy minutes. So it's not a shock when we get to the playoffs. So just kind of that gradual build going into the playoffs.
When you talk about diet, what have you changed?
Everything is just healthier options. Not like a vegan or anything, but, you know, whether it's eggs, organic eggs, or, you know, the meat that I eat, you know, the time that I eat, what I'm eating after the games, or, you know, what I'm eating pregame, you know, being just kind of punctual about things like that. And I've noticed the difference.
Thank you.